Romance, Book 2, Chapter... I almost said Chapter 11. Chapter 1. In the wake of your scandal, will you be able to get your happily ever after? So, Royal Romance is back, baby, and I can't wait to get my romance on with Hannah. It looks like you've already played the Royal Romance Book 1. You saved your choices and could carry them over to Book 2. Would you like to play Book 2 with those saved choices? Of course. Do you want us to remember? Yes, remember my choices. Do you want us to use the names you chose for the characters in the first book? Yes, use the same names. Choices saved. Your choices will now carry over to Book 2. Would you like to change your face? Well, let me see if there's anything else they have. There's probably nothing else they added. I just want to make sure. Okay, no, they didn't add anything different. Okay, I'll stick with my same face. And they probably still have the same. Ooh. Ooh, this looks nice. I love that blue. But now I'll probably stick with my same old hairstyle. I really do like that blue though. Ooh, they got medium curly now. Looks like there's nothing else different other than that. Okay, well, I'll stick with my... Man, I love this blue. But now I'll stick with the fishtail. Okay, with Gucci. All done. What do you think? I'm good. Last but not least, is this your prince? Yep. Great, all set. Now let's get into it. Previously on the Royal Romance. I can't believe the coronation ball is tonight. I can. Everything will work for this season has led up to this moment. Hey Winchester, I know I don't act very grateful for anything most of the time, but I do care about you. Most of the time you act like you hate me. It's not personal, it's just easier that way. I didn't want to say it like this, but tonight is my last night. My parents are withdrawing me from court. What? It's unlikely I'll win the prince's hand, and I stood up to my mother, so they're sending for me immediately. I'll leave at dawn. Hannah, I'm sorry. Don't be. You've done more than you know, Will. Most of my life feels like a dream that floated through half awake and obeying someone else's wishes. But when I'm around you, I never simply go through the motions. Every moment feels a live possibility. Hannah, I love you. Well, I wanted to tell you this now, so it's just between the two of us and not the entire court. Because even if I didn't need to choose a bride tonight, I'd still be proposing. Because I don't need any more time to decide. I already know. We intercepted a courier with a letter addressed to you. I've had held until after the coronation, but it says it's urgent. Urgent? You take the folded letter and open it. Lady Will, the prince will never be yours, and you will never be queen. Leave court now. Huh? You hear a phone buzz, then another. One by one, people in the crowd check their devices. Oh my! Malloy, don't act like you're surprised. Oh no! She wouldn't. Those bastards. What? Maxwell pushes his phone at Bertrand. The night Tariq thought you walked into his room, someone got photos of it. You were set up. It's all over the news. Hannah shows you a news story published a few minutes ago. In the leading photo, Tariq reaches out for you while you're in your underwear. The headline reads, Prince humiliated by a faithful suitor. But the royal guards appear. I'm so sorry, Lady Will, but I've been ordered to escort you out immediately, along with the representatives from House Beaumont. Not today! Given the circumstances, I'm sure Lady Will has withdrawn for consideration. And now Prince Ryder must make this choice. I choose Lady Madeline. I'm deeply, deeply honored to accept. See, like, Ryder looks so pissed. He looks so pissed that he had to choose her. And now, the royal romance. Woo! Book 2! Chapter 1, Homecoming. Oh, we're back at homecoming, people. High school story. And a kingdom far away. It should have said far, far away. It's the night of the coronation ball. And you're sitting in the coronation airport with 2 palace guards waiting for your flight. This is like the hospital. Now aboard an economy class for passengers of flight PB20. PB? Oh my goodness. PBU. You. Nice little Easter egg if you call it that. PB205 to New York City. That's me. You stand up grabbing the bag you packed under the watchful eyes of the palace guards just a couple hours ago. Goodbye, Cordonia. Someone save me. The guards watch you sling the bag over your shoulder, dig into your pocket for your boarding pass. When? Wait, Will! You pause, turning to see Maxwell and Bertrand rush up. Maxwell? Bertrand? The 2 guards intercept them. Hey! You will keep your hands to yourself. I am the Duke of Ransford. They probably don't even care. Hearing the title of the 2 guards back now. Oh, never mind. That's better. Now, if you excuse us, we have business to conduct. 2 guards look at each other. Our royal house bill might have to demand recompense for yet another slight. Guards shake their heads and walk away. Well, did you come here to help me? Save me, please. Well, kind of. I mean, not in the sense that we have any answers, but we are here for you. We still believe in you, Will. Really? Both of you? Just tell me, is it true that you've been carrying on a romantic relationship? No! I was in a relationship with Hannah. No, I'm just kidding. Of course it's not true. This isn't Will's fault. Shush, I want to hear this from her. No, Bertrand. Bertrand, of course it isn't true. I'm not with Tariq, but I might be in love. I'm gonna say that just to see what he says. What? I don't even know how to process that. That does complicate things. But as long as you're still here for House Beaumont, we need you to be queen. You won't abandon us, would you? Besides, if you're falling for someone else at court, staying with us is your best way of seeing them again. Not that it matters much anymore. Someone had it out for me. This whole thing was a setup. We're here to take you back. What? We're going to fight this. No one smears the name of House Beaumont. But what's the point? Isn't it over? Prince Ryder chose Madeline. King Ryder chose Madeline, but nothing's set in stone. Oh, well, sorry, Prince, King. There's still a chance for you to be with him, as there is a constitutional provision that states the king is able to change his selection in specific causes for the good of the nation. It hasn't been invoked in 100 years, but there is precedence. But the more important matter is that nefarious forces are plotting against you. We must resolve the scheme against you at once. You'll do that for me? None of this is your fault, Lady Will. Anyone's to blame. It's the court for acting as they did, and even more so the true culprits behind it. House Beaumont supports you unequivocally, and we will stand by you to the bitter end. That's the sweet end too. Indeed, I'm optimistic that we will prevail, though we do have our work cut out for us. And what work is that exactly? We're going to have to prepare you for the engagement tour. The what? And the only unfortunate thing that clearing your name and figuring out what happened is that we have to follow the war cut around. And they're currently gearing up for the King and Countess Madeline's war engagement tour. It's going to be amazing. We're going everywhere. We'll be seeing the Eiffel Tower in Paris, the sea in Capri, the bamboo groves in China. It's going to be a lot of non-stop parties and a ton of fun. I mean, if you ignore the whole Ryder and Madeline be together thing. But what do you say? We'll travel the world, clear your name, party with friends, and say Ryder in the kingdom? Heck yeah. Final call for economy class passengers of flight PB205 to New York City. Final call. I say, Bertrand, take my bag. Let's go. I don't know. I'm done with this. I'm going to go back to New York and... Bertrand, take my bag. Your bag? Come on, it's a special occasion. Fine, but this will be the only one at time. Thank you. As you walk out of the airport. You know, I thought you'd given up on me after what happened tonight. I didn't think I'd ever hear from any of you again. Maxwell slings her arm around your shoulders. We could never forget about you. We came here as soon as we could. Palace security took us to a separate holding room. It was looking dicey, but Bertrand really gave them the old what for. I would have liked to see that. Oh, it was his finest. How dare you? And how Spearman commands you to release us, sort of speech. Bertrand clears his throat, adjusting the lapels of his blazer with a satisfied smirk. One does not treat the Duke of Ransford with anything less than respect. Oof, and how did anyone survive the tongue lashing? They didn't. Now let's get into the limo. We have a lot of work to do before the welcoming party at my last estate, and we have a moment to lose. Back at the Beaumont house you settle in. Home sweet home. You've just finished putting away your stuff when there's a knock at the door. Bertrand stands there. Hey. We should talk about the next few weeks. Because of the plot against you, the press is currently having a field day smearing your name. Great. After all that work I did to win their favors, I'll figure out how to best spin the media circus, but you have to ensure your future behavior is impeccable. And that means there'll be no mistakes in your education. You're learning as much about quarterly behavior as you can before the tour kicks off. This time you prepare for anything. For the next couple of weeks, you and Maxwell and Bertrand prepare for the Royal Engagement Tour covering all manners of topics. You mastered the Cordonia waltz, but your quick steps a bit, well, slow. Let's try that one again from the top. Quick, quick glide. Quick, quick glide. You learn about tasting food and wines. This Cabernet is pretty good. Despite a pass for a reaction at Dive Bar in New York, but in the word card you'll be laughed out of the room. I meant to say the mouthful of this Cabernet is velvety and full, with jammy stone fruit flavors. I could almost taste the pretension. It's perfect. You go jogging with Maxwell. Okay, seriously, why do I have to run laps around the estate? It's just like that thing they do in movies, you know, like when you're getting ready or something. Maxwell. Okay, honestly, I was going to go for a run anyway, and I want some company. Besides, we're having fun together, right? Yeah. Until, at last, you sit down on the steps of the grand staircase after a long day at table ed lessons. If I had to look at another fork, I'm going to throw it into the wall. Who knew there would be so many kinds? Bertrand, he knows all the forks, but cheer up, lessons are over for now. We'll be traveling to Madeline's estate tomorrow in Fidelia for the welcoming party, and that's when things will really start happening. Finally, I'm ready to look into the blackmail note and get to the bottom of everything. I really want to know who sent me a white rider. I don't even care. When I got proof of who did this, you're kind of scary when you're mad. I've been told. I'm just ready to get some answers. Maxwell claps you affectionately on the shoulder. Hey, we'll figure it all out. We're going to fight back, remember? It'll be easier when we're on the engagement tour where all the major players are court and can see how people act around you. Yeah, I guess that's not all that's bothering me. What else is on your mind? And these past few weeks I haven't heard a thing from anyone outside House Beaumont. I thought I at least had to have talked with and my bed. It bothers me. Have we talked to her at all? I lost track of her in the chaos after the coronation. I did hear she went back home though. I just thought she might keep in touch. It's for the best, really. You shouldn't be talking with anyone at court. He turned to see Bertrand walking down the stairs. But why? Well, someone wants you to fail. And you think it might be one of them? No, but you better be extra careful. Anything you say, text, or do may be used against you. Conversations are recorded. Texts are intercepted. If it's written or spoken over a phone line, we must assume that it will eventually fall into the wrong hands. Ergo, we must keep any electronic communications to a minimum. So I shouldn't talk to my friends? Actually, they'll probably be very helpful to us, but if you do talk to them, do it in person. You'll get your chance tomorrow. I suggest you get some rest. We're again early tomorrow, and we have a long journey ahead of us. The next day, you, Bertrand, and Maxwell piled into the limo and onto the ground stay belonging to Countess Madeline. Looks nice. Too bad it belongs to a she-devil. Call this something. Madeline's family home is considered one of the finest of Cordonia. And looking for her, she's been gracious enough to grant us rooms in the main house. Though I'm still not sure if we should take this as a good sign or not. You mean she might be keeping her friends close but her enemies closer? Precisely. Maxwell helps you carry your things to your room. Well, this is lovely. I kind of expected her to put you in a broom closet or something. For all we know, this is what passes for a broom closet around here. She's just trying to show off how rich she is. The room is bugged. It could be bugged. It could be. Bertrand glances around suspiciously and speaks loudly into a vase. An excellent reminder that we have nothing to hide, should anyone be listening. The truth will come out. I think Will was joking, Bertrand. I'm actually not. One can never be too careful. Now you should get dressed for the welcoming party. Remember, this is your grand re-entrance to courtly society. The others in court don't know you're here, so it'll be quite a surprise. It's imperative that you look your finest. Let me guess, I'm on my own for that. Bertrand holds up a pink dress. Actually, Maxwell insisted that we do our part, if you would. You dug into the closet to change and come out a few minutes later. How do I look? Perfectly respectful. It's dignified, it's distinctive, plus it's designer. And it's on sale. Maxwell. What? In any case, if you can't come up with something better, I think this would be quite sufficient. I also have one of the local shops send over a dress if you want another option. Let me try it on. Wow. Dang, it's only 12? I really expected this to be like maybe 25 or 30. But wow. But nope, we're keeping this even though I hate pink. I think I'll stick with the dress you and Bertrand picked out for me. Nothing could be more House Beaumont. Change your mind? Nope, I'm good. But do I want to try something else on? Nope, I am good. Alright, we're going with this. Perfect, you look ready. Believe me, I'm more than ready to clear my name, get my prince back, wipe the smirk off. I just want to clear my name. We won't rest until justice has been done. Thank you, Maxwell. Maxwell offers you his arm. My lady. My lord. Moments later, the doors to the Grand Hall Madeline's Manor are thrown open. Around the room you hear gasps as all eyes turn to you, then the whispers begin. It's Lady Will. Mon Dieu, I can't believe she dared to show her face here. On one side, the press takes note of your interest. Lady Will. This should be interesting. I suppose we will see what Lady Will intends to accomplish tonight. Oh, I want to accomplish everything. Your hand tightens on Maxwell's arm and he grins reassuringly at you. You're doing great. Thanks, Maxwell. Before you get far, a refined older woman comes up to you. Excuse me, you must be the infamous Lady Will. Who are you? That's right. How bold of you to attend, but it'll be a boring party without a little scandal, don't you think? What? Welcome to Fidelity. Are you Madeline's mom? Welcome. That must make you a porter or relative to the royal family. Now, I was gonna say that. That's right. I suppose the family resemblance must be what. Yep, it did. And hopefully not my age. My name is Adelaide, I think. You sweep into a curtsy. My lady, it's an honor to be here. Not really. The press said you were an uncle American who jilted King Ryder, but now that I met you, I'm not sure I believe them. Lady Adelaide turns to Maxwell. Now you, I believe everything they say about you. Dang. You're looking lovely as ever, Lady Adelaide. Lord Maxwell Beaumont, you have quite a bit of explaining to do. How is it that I'm never invited to any of those Beaumont parties that I've heard so much about? Must have been a terrible oversight on our part. See to it that I'm on the guest list for the next one, if there are any more parties now that you're more settled. Adelaide pulls back in regards to the two of you, a hand on each of your arms. Don't the two of you make a darling couple, what? Me and Maxwell, a darling couple? You're mistaken, that's hilarious. We do look cute. You're mistaken. We're just friends, or maybe more like brother and sister. Well, it's House Beaumont, after all. Of course. Now, you should go pay your respects to Madeline. Don't let me keep you any longer. As you and Maxwell leave Adelaide, you lean in to whisper. That was funny, huh? Whoever think that we could be a couple? Heh, right. No, game face, it's time to talk to Madeline. You cross the room and come to Madeline. Oh, Lady Will, I'm so pleased that your recent fall from grace didn't keep you away. A lesser woman more well-versed in courtly politics might have gone to hiding. It's so very brave of you to be here. Lady Madeline, I just want to say, shut your face. It'll take more than a few lives to get rid of me. Congratulations on your engagement. Let's not pretend that we like each other. Oh my, so you're denying that the photos are real? Oh, I was set up. And who would want to do that? You tell me. I'm sure I will know. I do wish you luck in clearing your name. I'm sure I'll be far too busy to follow the news in that. Well, with King Ryder and I being very much engaged, isn't that right, darling? You turn feeling your heart beat faster in your chest. Well, what's up? Lady Will. Ryder, I miss you. Don't think I forgive you. Shouldn't you greet your guests with a kiss? Just say that. I miss you too. We need to. Madeline puts a hand on his arm. We need to see the rest of our guests, sweetheart. Madeline moves her arm into Ryder's and leans in to kiss his cheek. Being the royal couple of the hour has obligations. Ah, right. But I just want to see Hannah. Maxwell soberly squeezed your hand and you trail off. It was wonderful to see you both. Lady Will, or Maxwell? Ryder and Madeline walk out together to circulate around the room. We got to be careful around Madeline right now. But there's so much that Ryder and I need to talk about. I know, but we'll have to wait. Maybe you'll get a chance to talk to him in private. Hey, I see Bertrand over by the tables. He must have found our seats. Let me guess, he's in the way back. You and Maxwell head towards Bertrand, but before you get there, Kiara and Penelope stop you. Well, I'm so excited to see you. Really? Penelope gives you a big hug. Oof, that outfit looks good on you. Ahem, Penelope, what are you doing? Even if Lady Will was someone we deigned to associate with, we're up Madeline's side now, remember? All right. You're on Madeline's side? But I thought we were friends. She's the worst. I thought we were friends. We are. Friendship has nothing to do with it. Also, not to put too fine a point on it, but she's made us her ladies in waiting. It's a huge, huge honor. We're basically her closest confidants. But that also means that we're beholden to be loyal to her. I suppose that means you're not sitting in the back of the room with us. Harley, Madeline has placed us in a very high position of honor at her table. Well, then I guess thank you for letting me know. I'll see you around. We won't be exchanging Christmas cards. Thanks for letting me know. It was the least we could do. And we might even get in trouble for talking with you this long. Come on, Penelope. Kiara takes Penelope by the arm and the two make their way to the head table. It's their loss. We're more fun than Madeline's table. Heck yeah! Come on, Bertrand has our seats. In the back of the room, you and Max will sit down next to Bertrand and phone in. It seems Madeline has wasted no time consolidating power. Fortunately, she has us at a disadvantage. We don't have anything to offer our potential allies. It's okay, we don't need anyone else. We got each other. Yeah, friendship. Bertrand looks from Maxwell to you. God help us. How's Beaumont's doing? Come on, have a little faith. We just got to figure out how to clear my name. Now that we're at court, how's that going? Bertrand says the three of you fall quiet as servers bring around the first course of the meal. When they're gone, Bertrand clears his throat and continues. I spoke briefly with some of the reporters. They haven't been able to reach Tariq for comment. And obviously you haven't given them an official statement yet. According to Ms. DeLuca, your best chance at clearing your name is to compel Tariq to make a statement with you explaining the misunderstanding. Where do you think Tariq stands? I think Tariq was in no, I don't. Tariq got set up, yep. I believe that. 100%. He seemed to think that I was in his room and that I was somehow confessing my love to him. Yeah, I've known Tariq a long time and I don't think he's ever made the first move. For what's worth, I think he was genuinely confused. Which means we both got played. Which means we need him on our side. No matter how we might feel about him, he is the key to all this. We need to find him and get him to make a statement. Where do we start? He's been conspicuously absent since that night at the country manor. He didn't come to our home and he wasn't even at the coronation. And I don't see him here tonight. Dang, he went hiding. Indeed, I asked around and it appears that he's left court. If he's being used as a pawn, it's likely that whoever set this up wanted him out of the way to prevent him from coming forward with the truth. So we need to find him. Precisely, the sooner the better. You look over at Madeline, who's currently feeding Ryder a bite of lobster from a fork. A little pushy, aren't you? Anyone else just like their appetite? Later, after dinner, you hear a knock at your door. You open it to find Maxwell standing there with a bouquet of 24 red roses. Hey, what's this? Special delivery. Housekeeping sent over a new centerpiece for your end table. You burn your nose and the flowers smelled on a piece of paper wrapped around one of the stems. I wouldn't blame you if you're furious with me, but please meet me so I can at least explain. I'll be on the balcony outside my room in 20 minutes, so this is from Ryder. That's Ryder's handwriting. I gotta go. But the hallway's crowded with staff and nobles. Madeline basically put you in the corner of the estate farthest from Ryder. You must not have known. You eyed the window at the side of your room. There's more than one way out of here. No way, that's too dangerous. If you fall, you could really hurt yourself. I can just imagine Ryder waiting for me on that balcony. Looks nice, but no. You're right, I better not chance it. I'm sure me falling out of a window is exactly what Madeline wants. There'll be other chances to talk to Ryder. Just get some rest for now. I'll see you in the morning, bright and early. Of course. Next morning, you wake up to the sound of someone knocking. Okay, Maxwell, I'm coming. Only to bring the door down. You rush out the bed and throw it open, expecting to see Maxwell. Ryder? I hope I'm not disturbing you, but I shouldn't linger in the hall. It was difficult to get down here unseen. Of course, come in. He steps into your room, and for a moment you merely stare at one another. Is someone gonna talk? I should hug him, kiss him, ask him what he's doing here. Nah, just hug him. You cross the distance, pulling Ryder close and holding him to you, his arms wrapped tightly around you. Well, but you pull away. Wait a second, you're still engaged to Madeline, aren't you? That's correct, but Madeline and I have an understanding. She knows that I'm not in love with her. She does? Yes, and she simply doesn't care. Wow. Really? You don't know Madeline very well, but she's uncompromisingly practical and as cunning as she is calculating. This arrangement suits her actually, but that's not why I'm here. I can't stay long, but I had to see you to talk to tell you how much I missed you. How did I miss you too? How could you have let me go that night? He honestly didn't have a choice, so I thought I might never see you again. I never let that happen. Are you going to ask me if it's true? You and Tyree, I don't need to ask to know that it was either fake or a setup. If you know, then why did you choose Madeline? Someone wants to prevent you from becoming queen. Someone with considerable resource access to the royal court and the ruthlessness to put you in a compromising position. And if I had stood up there and chosen you, Will, from then on, you'd be in danger. I'm sorry that happened as it did, but in that moment, I understand, dude. The only way that I could think of to keep you safe was to make them think they won. Right, I understand. I wish you reach out to. No, I completely understand. I'm sure you were doing what you thought you had to do. Thank you for trusting me. I wish there had been another way. In order for this to work, it had to appear that I believed the photos and severe ties with you. I got engaged to Madeline to buy us time. Her hope is that nothing changes and I simply end up marrying her. If we're able to figure out who's plotting against you, then anything is possible. Until then, for your safety, it must still appear as though we're no longer involved. Speaking of which, I'm taking a big enough risk coming here. I should go. I guess I can't keep you. Take care of yourself, Will. Your safety is all I care about now. Ryder opens the door and slips out. You close the door and lean against it, thinking about what Ryder said. What a mess. Yep. The knock started you swing open the door, expecting Ryder. Is it Maxwell? Hey, I thought you had to. You trail off when you catch sight of your new visitor. What? I thought you were gone. Is it Hannah? Oh my goodness. Who's come back to court? Find out that extra is Hannah, isn't it? Oh my goodness. My girl. I miss her so much. Oh my goodness, I seriously can't wait to see Hannah again, so. But anyways, this was a good first chapter, so I really can't see what happens next. I know we're gonna take Madeline down because we're just awesome like that. And so I just knew from the start that Ryder was not to blame. Like, I just knew he didn't have a choice. Like, he had to do what was right in that moment, so I believe him. And I also believe that Tariq, was set up from the beginning because he did seem like so confused and hurt and all that. But I can't wait to see Hannah next chapter. So I'll see you guys next week for the next chapter of The Royal Romance. Stay frosty. Bye bye.